Well, it's a pleasure this morning to have Dr. Deborah Pepler with us this morning, Scientific Coordinator for PREVnet. PREVnet speaks a little bit about cyberbullying, but tell me a little bit more. What is PREVnet?
Well, we're funded by the federal government to bring together researchers and partners to help Canadians deal with issues of bullying and relationships. So with this project, we worked with Primus to do a survey on cyberbullying and are now moving into developing an e-learning module for parents and other adults who work with children and youth.
And this survey showed that people are more concerned, parents are more concerned with cyberbullying than teenage pregnancy.
They are, and I think that it's because parents themselves aren't as familiar with the digital world. Youth don't think that their parents are very savvy about this, and so we need to help parents open conversations with their children and youth to help them understand the digital world, how to interact in it, and also how to connect back with parents or other adults when cyberbullying occurs.
Yeah, now in the digital world, bullying can become a 24-hour thing. People have access to each other at all times. As parents, what do they do? Like, what do you do to help your child maneuver through this life?
Well, I think there's several things. One is you need to be aware yourself of your own behavior, and this survey showed that a fifth of parents had themselves shared intimate pictures or messages on the internet, and understanding that, modeling appropriate behavior, and also keeping the lines of communication open with your children. This can be a conversation at the dinner table on a regular basis, because the way we interact in the digital world is different than our brains have ever been used to in all of humanity. So it requires extra thinking and extra attention, and this is where parents can help their children.
Can we be overprotective at times, though? Is there, if we're searching their Facebook page, if we're on all their devices, if we're digging in deep, are we invading their privacy? Do they have privacy, first off?
I think there's a fine line there, and as children get older and you're confident of their abilities to manage their own interactions, they need autonomy and they need independence. And, you know, engaging in intimate sexual activities is a normal part of adolescence, but we don't want them to be at risk for being cyberbullied and for sharing images and not consenting, not understanding the implications of these interactions.
I guess the one thing we can educate our kids is let them know anything that you share on a digital device can be something that permanently lasts forever.
That's right, and that's part of the harm that occurs through cyberbullying. It permanently lasts, and it can be shared in an instant. So I think we have to help them overthink their interactions and be cautious, because people who represent themselves on digital networks aren't necessarily who they are. So in developing with Primus an e-learning module, we're going to be helping provide parents with the knowledge and the skills and the conversational starters for work with their children.
And for more information, where can people go?
They can go to PREVnet, and they'll also be, we're developing the e-learning module, and they'll also be piloting that, and we're looking for organizations here in the GTA that work with children and youth to help us pilot that, and there'll be more information coming on that.
Well, thank you very much for coming, and come in as much as you want to educate us. I'm a parent, and this is something that seriously worries me, but we'll go through the journey of life. That's the main thing.
Great.
That's
Thanks
it.
so much.
Okay, we have lots more to come right after the break. I'll tell you when.